Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Journey of an Average Gamer, Final Fantasy VIII Edition. In this video, we're going to be going over the items needed to upgrade your weapons, the weapons monthly locations, and the weapons for each character. So, what I'm going to start off with is the list of actual items that you're going to see right here, and this is going to be the things that we're going to need in order to upgrade the weapons. So, if you're somebody who's going to be collecting every weapon in the group instead of actually just saving up for the ultimate weapons, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need adamantines, betrayal swords, bomb fragments, the chef's knives, the cockatrice pinion, curse spike, dino bones. You're going to need dragon fins, dragon skins, dynamo stones. Also, you're going to need energy crystals, fish fins, force armlets, fury fragments, inferno fangs, life ring, M stone piece, magic stones. You're going to need Marlboro tentacles. You're also going to need a mesmerized blade, a moonstone, an Ochu tentacle, pulse ammo, regain ring, red fang, saw blade, screws. You're gonna need lots of screws, sharp spikes, sheer feathers, spider webs, star fragments, steel orbs, steel pipes, turtle shell, and a windmill. So as you're playing these games, you're gonna get a lot of these drops from the enemies, especially your screws. You're gonna need a lot of screws and pretty much everything is not too bad to find out. If you're following along in the walkthrough that's going to be preceding this video, we're going to go ahead and collect things early, but we're going to just save to get the ultimate weapons for everyone in the walkthrough. But this is what you're going to need if you're not following my walkthrough and you want to do your own walkthrough. Those are going to be the raw items. So the first, when it comes to the weapons monthly, what the weapons monthly actually is magazines that you can find throughout the game that tell you how to upgrade, what items are needed to upgrade certain characters, and the cost and the limit breaks associated with it. So every time you find a new weapons monthly magazine, you can now upgrade that character's weapon who's in the magazine as long as you have the items. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the locations. So there's actually going to be a few weapons monthly magazines for us to collect. So the first weapons monthly magazine is going to be March, and that's going to be we're actually going to get that in a drop. So in our first mission, when we're at the communications tower, there's going to be a boss called an Everett. We're going to also draw out the Siren GF from that boss. But when we beat that boss, we get a Weapons Monthly March issue in the drop. Also, the next one we're going to get is the Weapons Monthly April issue. And basically, once you finish doing the ballroom scene, once you become a seed, when you wake up, it's going to be right there on your desk next to the save point. The next one is going to be Weapons Monthly May issue. That's going to be in Delling City. When we actually explore the sewer part, you can actually get it very, very quickly once you become Renoa and you have control over Renoa. You can just go in the sewer and get it. If not, once you have Squall and Irvine or whoever else is in your party, no, it's going to be Irvine because it's the assassination point. You're going to go in that sewer down at the bottom, and then you're going to walk right to it and pick it up. So that's going to be the Weapons Monthly May issue. The next one is going to be the Weapons Monthly June issue. That's going to be actually in a drop. So there's going to be a mission called Galbadian Missile Base, and basically that's going to be in a drop. There's going to be a machine that we are going to beat up, and we're going to beat it up more than once during this game. But once you beat it, you're going to get it in a drop. So that's going to be kind of an automatic one. The next one is going to be Weapons Monthly July. That's going to be found in Balaam Garden. So once you proceed past the point of the Galbadian Missile Base, you're going to go inside of the garden training area, which is going to be the part of the Balaam Garden that's going to be green. And you're already going to be familiar with the training area. But when you go around the left side, you're going to actually find it right there on the floor. The next one is going to be Weapons Monthly August. That's going to be once you go into Trabia Garden. well, what's left of Trabia Garden. You're gonna find it on the floor next to the gargoyle statue in the middle of the, well, I guess the middle of the screen. It's gonna be hard to see. It's gonna be a little bit kind of cut off, so I'm gonna put a little circle right here for you, so you can actually see where you can find it. But it's gonna be right there, smack dab in the middle. And the last but not least is gonna be the Weapons Monthly first issue location. Now that's gonna be over there by inside Lunatic Pandora. Is going to be in the dream sequence when it comes to Laguna. So once you actually go back to the past and you're reliving Laguna's memories, you're going to leave out the little scientific research area, and you're going to come back in, and then it's going to be right there on the ground, and you can go ahead and pick it up. So that's going to be your Weapons Monthly location. So once you actually get each one of those magazines, you're going to see which weapons it has available for you to unlock, and it's going to tell you what you need to unlock it. So going from character to character, if you selected all of the Weapons Monthly, this is what you're going to see. So starting off with Squall and his gunblades, you're going to have the revolver, which is going to cost you 100G to manufacture. It's going to give you the limit break, rough divide, and it's also going to give you you're going to need the M stone piece. You're going to need 6 of them and 2 screws in order to forge that. The next one you're going to get is going to be the shear trigger. That's going to cost you 200G in order to manufacture. It's going to give you the rough divide and the faded circle limit breaks, and you're going to need 1 steel pipe and 4 screws in order to manufacture this gun blade. The next one is going to be the cutting trigger. The cutting trigger is going to cost you 400 Gs to manufacture. It's going to give you the rough divide and faded circle limit breaks. And in order to upgrade this, you're going to need the mesmerized blade and 1 of those and 8 screws. The next one is going to be the flame saber. The flame saber is going to cost you 600 G in order to manufacture. You're going to get the rough divide, the faded circle, and the blasting zone limit breaks. And in order to manufacture this, you're going to need 1 betrayal sword, 1 turtle shell, and 4 screws. For the twin lance, it's going to cost you 800 G to manufacture. You're going to get the same limit breaks, rough divide, faded circle, and blasting zone, but it's going to require 1 dino bone, 2 red fangs, and 12 screws. Now, each one of these weapons, as I go in order, is actually going to get stronger and stronger. The next one of Squall's weapons is going to be the punishment. That's going to cost you 1,000 G to manufacture. You're going to have the same limit breaks as the other weapons, but to manufacture this weapon, you're going to need the chef's knife, 1 of them, which you're going to get from a tonberry. You're going to get 2 star fragments, which is no problem, a turtle shell, and 8 screws. Now, the last but not least is going to be Squall's ultimate weapon. That's going to be the Lionheart. Now, if you follow along, you're going to be able to get the Lionheart pretty early in the game. So if you can get this Lionheart weapon as soon as possible, it's going to make running through the game that much easier. Now, this one is going to give you, it's going to cost you 2,000 G to manufacture, and it's going to give you every limit break. So you're going to get the rough divide, the faded circle, blasting zone, and the Lionheart. Now, the reason why you want the Lionheart, especially for the Lionheart limit break, is because it does 999. It does 4 nines worth of damage, and it does multiples of that 4 nines worth of damage when you activate it. So when you come across certain bosses and you're going to really need to kill them, if you have an aura or aura stone, and it allows you to, for a moment, be able to use the limit break without having to have low health, you'll be able to knock out bosses in 1 hit until you get to the very end, in which it's going to take a lot of Lionhearts to knock down ultimate weapon. The next one is going to be Renoa's weapons. That's going to be the blaster edges. So starting off, you're going to get the pinwheel. It's going to cost you 100 Gs to manufacture, and you need 3 M stone pieces. The next one is going to be the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is going to cost you 200 G to manufacture, and you're going to need 1 sheer feather and 1 magic stone. The next one is going to be her Rising Sun, and her Rising Sun is going to cost you 400 Gs to manufacture, and it's going to cost you 1 saw blade and 8 screws. The next one is going to be the Cardinal, and you're going to require the Cockatrice Pinion, one of those, one Mesmerized Blade, and one Sharp Spike. Her ultimate weapon, however, is going to be the Shooting Star. That one is going to cost you 1,000 G to manufacture, and in order to manufacture that, we're going to need 2 windmills, 1 regain ring, 1 force amulet, and 2 energy crystals. Now, the reason why I didn't mention her limit breaks is because her limit breaks are going to come a little bit different. You're going to get Renoa's limit breaks by collecting what's called Pet Pal magazines. And the Pet Pal magazines is going to teach her, is going to give you the option for your limit break for Renoa to learn her limit breaks. And her limit break is tethered to her dog. So what you're going to do is go down to her status, go to her limit break, select the limit break when it's empty, and then as you walk around in the game, it's going to slowly unlock until you have a full red bar, and that'll let you know that you can now utilize that limit break. So that's why I didn't mention that for Renoa. Now the next one is going to be for Zell, like Zell. His limit break is going to be tethered to his Combat Kings magazine. So I'm not going to name it here because it's not tethered to his weapon like Squall's is. But the first one you're going to start off with is the Metal Knuckles. That's going to be 100 G to manufacture, and you're going to need 1 fish fin and 4 M stone pieces to manufacture. His next weapon is going to be his Maverick. It's going to cost you 200 G to manufacture, and then it's going to cost you 1 dragon fin and 1 spider web to manufacture for the items. The next set of gloves is going to be his gauntlets. They're going to cost you 400 G to manufacture, and you're going to need 1 dragon skin and 1 fury fragment in order to manufacture that. And his ultimate weapon is going to be the Urgais. Now, you can actually get the Urgais pretty early in the game as well. So if you can get those, that'll be great. It'll help you run through the game and beat these bosses. It's going to cost you 800 G to manufacture, and you're going to need 1 adamantine, 1 fury fragment, and also 4 dragon skins. So I suggest you try to get those as early as possible. Now, the next set of weapons is going to be for Quizdas, and she actually uses the whip. So you're going to start off with her chain whip, and that's going to cost you 100 G to manufacture, and it's going to cost you 2 M stone pieces and 1 spider web. The next one is going to be her slaying tail. That's going to cost you 200 G to manufacture, and it's going to cost you 2 magic stone and 1 sharp spike. The next one is going to be her red scorpion. That's going to cost you 400 G, and in order to manufacture that, you're going to need 2 Ochu tentacles and 2 dragon skins. Now, Quizdas' ultimate weapon is called Save the Queen. That's going to cost you 800 G to manufacture, and it's going to require you to have 2 Marlboro tentacles, 4 sharp spikes, and 4 energy crystals. The next set of weapons is going to be for Selfie, and she wields the nunchucks. So, in order to upgrade her first nunchucku, well, I guess that's how you call it, nunchucks. But yeah, nunchucks. Yeah, nunchucks. Yeah, her first one is going to cost you 100 G, and it's going to cost you 2 M stone pieces, and 1 bomb fragment. Now that's going to be the one you're going to start off with, so you're not going to have to worry about that. All the first ones, you don't gotta have to worry about it. You start off with it. Now, her next one is going to be her Morning Star. That's going to cost you 200 G to manufacture, and it's going to cost you 2 steel orbs and 2 sharp spikes to manufacture. The next one is going to be her Crescent Wish. That's going to cost you 400 G to manufacture, and it's going to cost you 1 Inferno Fang, 1 Life Ring, and 4 sharp spikes to manufacture. And her ultimate weapon is going to be called Strange Vision. That's going to cost you 800 G to manufacture, and it's going to require you to have 1 adamantine, 3 star fragments, and 2 curse spikes in order to upgrade to her ultimate weapon. Now, when it comes to this next one, this last one, it's going to be Irvine. Now, Irvine wields shotguns, so you're going to need to get particular for his limit breaks. You're going to have to actually acquire his ammo. So his ammo will be the limit breaks, and depending on the boss that you use, you can have fast ammo, demolition ammo, and so on and so forth. So you kind of want to load up on demolition and fast ammo because those are going to be the easiest ones to utilize, and you could just keep spamming that button, and especially with the fast ammo with the Omega weapon. But you're going to start off with the Valiant. That's going to cost you 100G and one steel pipe and 4 screws to manufacture. His next weapon is going to be his Ulysses. That's going to cost you 200G to manufacture, and it's going to require you to have one steel pipe, one bomb fragment, and 2 screws. The next one is going to be the Bismarck. The Bismarck is going to cost you 400Gs to manufacture, and that's going to require you to have 2 steel pipes, 4 dynamo stones, and 8 screws. And last but not least, the ultimate weapon for Irvine is going to be the Xterra. That's going to cost you 800G to manufacture, and you're going to need 2 dino bones, 1 moonstone, 2 star fragments, and 18 screws. So again, when it comes to the last one of each weapon, those are going to be the ultimate weapons. If you want to save up the amount of items needed just for the ultimate weapons, I fully understand you. But if you want to do 100% completion, then these are going to be all the things that you're going to need to do to obtain every weapon. You're going to have to get every weapons monthly, and you're going to then have to get these items. So guys, I hope you enjoy this video about the weapons for each character, and I hope you enjoy and have a good day.